Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're back talking about best friends. And hopefully you can see it, because I can't see that you can see it. So hopefully this is live.
Hopefully this is us coming back, going live with Mindful Mondays, K Ham Speaks and Necee. We appreciate y'all for joining us.
That's the first one.
We'll give y'all a few more minutes to come on in the room. We appreciate y'all for joining us back. Listen, in the comments, tag your best friend and comment and let us know you're here for today's discussion. We know we're a few minutes behind, technical difficulties, but that don't matter.
We tried, y'all. We be trying to be on time now. We really are.
Listen,
We really are trying.
we're trying.
Definitely not on time today.
Not perfect, but listen, it's worth it. It's worth it. We was waiting for somebody. That's all technical difficulties, because somebody thought they weren't going to be able to make it, and you were able to make it live. That's what it was. We was waiting on you to join us live. So tag your best friend. Come on in. Weigh in on the comments. Let us know that you are here joining the discussion on best friends, okay? We're going to rev back up and talk about what it means, what your best friend means.
Yes,
You
yes.
know?
So in the last comments, I don't have those in front of me. And Nicole let us know that we're back. Thank you, Nicole, there, because we were wondering if
Thank
we were.
you.
So appreciate that. Hopefully the others will join back. I know Shanita was with us as well. So
Yes.
if you can join. If not, make sure you view it at a later time. Still be good information.
Please do it. Weigh in then too. All right.
So we were talking about the characteristics of a best friend,
Right.
please, and you were saying,
I was saying that the characteristics of a best friend is somebody who's your rider, who's going to have your back, who you know that no matter what happened, they got your back. You know, you have a situation, you call your best friend and say, hey, I need XYZ. They don't ask no questions. They coming through.
True.
You know, and you know, listen, you know that code. You know your best friend. Y'all got that code, that signal, that person that you have that connection and that bond with.
Absolutely.
And you know, like no matter where y'all go in life, ups, downs, highs, lows, that person is there.
yes. And I do remember from the last taping that we had together, Shanita was saying that a lot of the same things, someone that has your back, someone that fights for your friendship.
Right, and that's
is one of the
important.
things she said.
Yeah.
And then the last thing she had left us with is there are different levels of best friends.
Right.
And so we were getting into that, different levels of best friends. Now my take on that is,
Okay.
if you're a best friend, you're at that top level with me. If I'm calling you best friend,
Okay.
you're at that top level. And then, but she's saying different levels. Are there different levels of best friends as far as you're concerned?
I guess when you look at it like that, but the level for me, that next level would then be lifetime friend, you know, somebody that I probably don't talk to every day.
Which is a best friend.
And
That's
they don't
one of the
know
characteristics of a best
all
friend.
of my secrets, but they know enough, you know. But when we pick up the phone, we know we're there for each other. And
A best friend.
oh, okay, well I guess it's levels to it then. It's definitely
No, I'm
levels.
saying the things that you're describing is a best friend.
Well then, I would agree with Shanita and say there is levels to your best friends.
Really? So then it's
Yeah.
just a friend then.
Because I have some friends who are close to me that I have known for years, but they don't know everything.
Then they're not your best friend.
But that's why I said we call them lifetime friends. That's
So
a
is a
lifetime
lifetime
friend.
friend above a best friend or below a best friend?
I'm not gonna say above or below, but I'm gonna say I'm probably more closer to the best friend because they probably will know way more than the lifetime friend. But they still
So a
close.
lifetime friend is just a friend. No, I'm just
I don't think my lifetime friends like that.
Okay, Nicole Lyric says there are levels.
Right.
There are different bonds.
Okay, I agree with that for sure. They're definitely different. Do you agree with there are different bonds?
We talking about friends.
Yes.
And I have friends and I have best friends.
Now do you have more than one best friend?
Of course I do.
Okay.
I have more than one best friend.
Okay. Well, maybe okay. Yeah. I think I would then. Okay.
You know,
I
do.
see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay. How long would you say your longest best friend relationship is, or you have more than one? So how long?
I would say the longest one is 50 years. 50 years.
Best friend.
Yeah, and then the other one I think would be about 25, 30 years.
That's a long time. That's time. That's commitment. That's commitment. Now, let me ask you this. Okay, so within that time period, you know, how important are those friendships, or how important was it throughout that time for you to keep those friends?
It was important. It was important. I mean, I can remember times where I've, you know, people have life happens, they get married, what have you. My best friends have been married, divorced, what have you. But I would call them 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I needed something, and they always answered. And I could do that now, and they would answer.
Yeah. That's best friend. Now, okay, listen. So in that time, you have...
Hey, Shanita, she's back.
Hey, Shanita, who's in the room?
You didn't miss much. We just talked about some of the things. We're talking about those different levels of best friends that you left us with last time.
I think we might have reached a, you know, understanding of what you mean now.
Yeah, but let us know still if you missed some. So we were talking about that, and I was saying, to me, I have more than one best friend. So I have best friends, and everyone else is friends. So, I mean, because depending on what you mean by different levels, depending on what characteristic is missing, that person wouldn't be a best friend. If they couldn't be a best friend, then you're just a friend.
Right. Now, Nicole Lyric said that for her, there is no time lost when it comes to a best friend.
Okay.
I agree with that. No time lost. Hey, Tay. Hey, Tay Subs. Welcome. We appreciate you for joining us.
Yes, we're talking about best friends.
Weigh in on your best friend. Let us know
some characteristics of a best friend.
Yeah.
Why are they your best friend?
That's right.
Now, one of the things I like about best friends, y'all let me know if y'all best friends do this. Me and my best friends have gone years without picking up the phone, without calling each other, without even communicating, like multiple years. But yet, one of us will reach out and call the other, and we'll just start like talking like we never stopped.
Yeah, I've gone at least a year for sure without talking. You know, like you say, life happens. Things happen. They go through situations. You go through situations.
Your fine self, Tay. I see you.
Shout out. Never know. Yeah, you do. The longest I've been is probably a year for sure. You know, a year and some months. You know, without speaking.
Now, is that because y'all fell out about something, or because just life?
Just life.
Okay.
Yep, things happen.
Now, this is a story I like to tell about one of my best friends.
Okay.
So I was kind of upset with my best friend because they told me they was going to do something and they didn't do it.
Okay.
And I'm like, you told me? Okay, I'll just go ahead and tell y'all what it is, because y'all know how we black women are about our hair.
Right.
And my best friend does hair, and she told me she was going to come do my hair, and for whatever reason, she couldn't make it, and I had to go take my hair out. And I'm like, what? You didn't come do my hair? I got all mad. Don't you ever talk to me again. Yeah, I was hot down mad about that hair now. So then I hung up the phone. They called back, I ain't answering. They called back, I ain't answering. And the next day, somebody knocks at my door.
Okay.
And it's that best friend. With her bags packed and everything. I'm like, looking all mean, trying to still be hard. What you doing here? She's like, girl, get out of the way. All right past me. Into the house, and you know, the ice was broken, and we commenced to being best friends. She did my hair then, so the next day, so everything was cool. But to me, that's what a best friend would do. She knew I was upset with her for whatever reason, but she didn't even pay that no attention. Yeah. Because you've known me and my characteristic all these years. Neither one of us should let any type of incident ruin the history that we have built up, the history of trust, the history of I got your back. Yeah, I didn't come through this one time, and that was bad on my part. She didn't come through that one time, and I went through the whole friendship.
You like you say, you was hot about your hair, boy. You was hot about your hair. But like Shanita had said earlier, fighting for the friendship. You know, when you fight for, she heard you. And she came, you know, she didn't wait. Something happened, but she still came through no matter what. So that's what's up. Yeah.
And Nicole Lyric said, meaning we may not speak all the time, but when we do, it's like regular. So that's what hey, Jasmine Reed. Jasmine says, amen. Thank you for watching.
No time lost. I get that, you know, like you say, no matter like the year, or no matter how much time is when I can pick up, and it's just like we talked yesterday. Yeah. So let us know. I want to know, based off that, what you said, you know, have any of y'all ever fell out with y'all best friend, and how much time went by before y'all addressed it, you know, because I think that's important.
Yeah.
Not letting that time in between linger and, you know, not going unsaid and hashing it out, just dealing with it.
And then this is another one too. How much time has gone by, and then how much time. And maybe it's not time that you're measuring, but when can you tell? Okay, now this person is a best friend. When do they move from a friend to a best friend rank? And then is there a time limit? Because to me, to be a best friend, you would have to have proven yourself through many situations, which is going to take years.
Yeah,
I can't meet you in 2 months. You're my best friend. Really? What has been proven in those 2 months?
But what if
this person to be your best friend?
2 months y'all feel, well, yeah, that's true. I think time tells all things. I think it takes time, like you say, for that.
Hey, Sylvia Lewis Richardson.
Hey.
Austin in the house again. Thank you for watching.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Jasmine says 8 months the first time.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Not and we be asking so many questions. We don't know if the comments.
So that's for how much time it went by before she talked to her best friend.
Right.
Right. So 8 months.
8 months. Okay. Okay.
Not a year. So that's, you know, not. I'm just saying not a year. So that, you know, it was some tension there. Okay. And so, like, I think, like you say, time though. It take time, just like it take time to build it. Sometimes it take time to heal those wounds.
It's just like getting engaged.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you meet someone, you have to date them and court them, and then eventually you end up in a relationship, and eventually you get engaged. And I mean, to me, a best friend. Now we call everybody best friends,
right?
Just to be calling them that. Sometimes they're not even your best friend. But I'm just talking about the true best friend,
right?
You know, how long does it take for that relationship to establish, and then what are some of the criteria for that relationship to establish to be called best friend?
The criteria? That's a good question. Trust. Definitely. I got trust and loyalty. You know, like I said, that's just some things that's seen over time when a person show their true self and true colors in certain situations. I think that you can't predict that, but situations happen where a person has to prove themselves. We all do in that situation. I think that when that happens in that time, then as they continue to prove themselves, then it's like, okay, yeah, I know
this person has had my
because they've proven that they have,
Nicole Lyric says it was 1 month for me. Now I can't get rid of her.
Stop.
Okay. All right. So that's good. And Tay Sugg says it's the bond that you build. You have to have a foundation set.
True.
Right. And the bond that you build. And along the way, not everybody meets the expectation of that bond. Right. So some people, then you're like, okay. Now, some people can do something and you can forgive them.
True.
But that don't mean some things you do, you can never be my best friends if you do that.
Yeah. Some things you cross the line.
Right.
The boundaries. You've broken that trust to a point where I can repair to forgive you.
Hey, TC Montgomery.
Hey, TC. What's up, cuz? You know, and I think it can be broke to where it does heal, but it takes time. But sometimes, like you said, when you break a certain boundary, it's not.
You can't even be a friend talking about best friend.
Yeah, you talking about, you know, that's that loyalty line. When you cross that, that's to me, it's like, you know what, hey, we good. You good over there, I'm good over there.
But what if they come back and apologize?
When you cross that loyalty line, you can apologize, and I appreciate it, but woo.
They can't be your friend again?
Not up on me like that.
They be your friend, but you treat them different.
Yeah.
So that's really not
your friend. I mean, right? Because you've proven that I can't trust you in this area. I believe people can change. I'm a big advocate, but I think that has to happen internally. You gotta want to do that.
Jasmine says the thing is we're constantly growing as individuals. So sometimes the person you were 10 years ago doesn't mesh well with the person I am today. Doesn't mean that I'll ever speak anything negative of you, and I still be a call away. But understand it's okay to outgrow people.
But see, and I guess this goes back to the question we had before we had technical difficulties, is that do you outgrow your best friend? But I guess you can, because your childhood best friend may not be your adult best friend. But, I mean, that's good. Because we do. We do grow, you know, you grow. But I believe a best friend, too, is somebody you can grow in life with. And I think that's rare. You know, I think when you have that, you definitely fight for that. You know?
And this is one of the things we said, can you have more than one best friend.
Right.
Because if you got more than one best friend, then that's not a best friend, because best means one. You're the best at what you do, right? No?
That's the point.
But then it goes back to what Shanita said. There are different levels of best friend.
Just feel your best friend is that one who know you. That one who know you. That's that best friend.
That one who knows things about you that nobody else knows.
That's your best friend. That's what I just believe.
That's
you know, everybody else,
good.
you know, his best friends, like I guess she said to a level, like y'all close. But that one person, you know, no matter what you call them, they know everything. Mm-hmm. I think that's your best friend. Now let's do this.
Okay.
All right. So that one person that you know you can call on through everything, let's just say that is not your significant other. And let's just say that person is of the opposite sex. When you get married, does that person no longer become your best friend, or what happens to that best friend?
Okay, and we're going to come right back to that.
Okay.
Just read a few more comments before we switch topics. Jasmine says, nah, she has more than one. She says, I call them for different things. That's a good point.
Okay.
We're stronger in some areas than we are.
Okay.
Hey, Keena.
Hey,
Keena said, I think it's important to be able to have tough conversations and disagreements with your friends, and being able to still be friends. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now back to your question around, if you're in a relationship,
right?
Can your best friend be of the opposite sex?
Yes.
Hey, teacher!
Hey, teacher! What's up?
Need any t-shirts? Hit up Deidre.
Your t-shirt.
What I want, Roberts. I shall get it to you. She's the one.
Yep.
So, and you know, we have different type of relationships these days. So we just use an example.
Okay.
So, but in my case, it's real. So I'm in a relationship with a man, and so you're asking, can my best friend also be a man?
Yeah. Now this your lifetime friend now.
Heck yeah, because that friend was there before that man came along, right?
Yep.
Okay then.
So what changes when y'all married? Does anything change?
No, that's still my best friend. I would have introduced him to my bae. Hey, bae, this is my best friend. And while we're dating, if they've been my best friend that long, bae don't know that. When we meet, hey, this is my best friend. I'll probably tell them right up front. Date one, my best friend is a man.
Just date one. Hey, listen. Best friend,
we gonna have a problem with this. We gonna have a problem. So because my best friend is my best friend is already, like I said, we have history. Yeah. He's already proven he can be there for me. I love my best friend. Yeah. Right? So I ain't just gonna give him up because he a male, and the man that I'm dating have a problem with it, because you know that's just. Now this is the thing I will say. I would say, you know, if I'm married. Okay. If you're married. I ain't gonna meet no man that I hadn't known before talking about this my best friend. Y'all can go with that. Nah, bro. If they want your best friend, if that be
I can't. Come on, say that one more time. Say that slow for people in the back.
Nicole says, what if you and your best friend had an encounter, but nothing came of it?
Okay, so what if you and your best friend had an encounter, an entanglement?
What's an entanglement?
You know,
tangled up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You react like Will Smith did.
And nothing became of it?
Yeah, like, what I assume she mean is no relationship, you didn't date. Now, wait, this isn't important.
You and your best friend had an entanglement. So, like, it was a one time we both got drunk and we entangled.
And then this is also important. Your best friend, we saying before your marriage, this just came along the way, best friend. Like best friend before marriage, before knowing, dating that person. This thing get technical.
This thing get real
technical. Deep. You gotta break it down.
Okay, so if I'm married, and then my best friend had an entanglement, then that ain't my best friend no more, because I don't broke my vows. Cheating. Wait, if you married, cheating. No, I ain't cheating. I ain't no cheater.
So this had to be before the marriage.
This was before marriage. So ain't no cheater. I'm cheating. I'm real faithful. Real faithful. Like that. Good fashion. Okay. So if me and my best friend had an entanglement, right? See, that's different for different people. For real though, because for me personally. I'm not, if I don't have emotions, you know, feelings for you, I can't see having no entanglement with you. That's just me. Now, some people, an entanglement is just like drinking a sip of tea. You know, they just do it.
It's just there.
I imagine that would be all right for them.
Just there.
Yeah.
What else?
Deidre, get what I want. Robert says, I think men that don't accept you having a male best friend has a problem within themselves, and vice versa with a woman. I agree.
I can agree with that.
I
do agree that the problem will lie within self. I do.
You know what I think that problem is?
What?
Trust. Because if they don't trust you to have a best friend of the opposite sex, that means you better not be trusting them. Because why wouldn't they trust them? Because they know what they would do in that situation.
Do
and they
or
scared you
did.
doing it.
Yeah. Do or did.
Or did.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Nicole says correct. So whatever you said a minute ago, she said before the marriage. So best friend having an entanglement with the best friend before the marriage.
Nothing came of it. Nothing came of it. Then, but did you know that best friend before? I don't know. But if you knew the best friend before you met your significant other, had an entanglement, nothing became of it. Y'all friends, then you meet your significant other. Nothing's wrong with it. Like at that point,
would you tell your significant other, "Hey, this is my best friend. We have an entanglement."
Before we getting like real serious.
I don't think you ever tell them. You can't never tell them.
You don't tell them?
No, you don't tell them.
No, you don't tell
Because
them.
that's going to plant a seed of negativity, and they can't, you know, they mind going to play tricks on them. Not that he's like, "Oh, did y'all have another entanglement?" So, not that you're being dishonest.
Yeah,
I mean, if they ask you, you tell them, because I
see
believe you should always be honest. But what good would it serve to just volunteer that information?
Dang. Well, ain't you working on trust?
Yeah, that's trusting that I'm not tell her because he will not take it. Wait a minute. Did you say exactly? Okay, we said She said So Deidre, get what I want. Robert said.
You know what? They said what you don't know won't hurt you, but better sometimes what you do.
So if your significant other came to you and said, "This is my best friend. I did have an engagement with them, but I don't, that's over with. It was done. It was a mistake. It's not happening no more." What you gonna do?
Told y'all it's levels. Gotta break it down. If they knew the best friend before I came along, they had an entanglement. How long was this entanglement? How long has it been?
It was like 2 months before we started talking.
But what did you do with them feelings that you had for that person? Because I know once you
I didn't have no feelings. It was just an entanglement. It was just physical. Nothing emotional.
I'm gonna watch. I don't know. My trust is already on a watch.
That's why you don't tell.
That's why I ain't the reason you don't tell. Maybe. But tell me, don't tell me. I don't want to be in the dark. I need to see the light.
This person very close to me was telling me this story, and they said that they was happy. They had no problems with their relationship, and she said she told her significant other, "If you fooling me, just keep on fooling me, because I'm a happy fool right now." So sometimes you don't want to know the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Sometimes it hits you like a mighty rushing wind.
You can't handle the truth sometimes.
What?
Yeah, but we try to be at that level where we can handle the truth, though. We
try. But I tell you one thing: when you sometimes can't handle the truth, and it hits you like a mighty wind, you learn how to handle the truth the next time, so it don't hit you like that.
And that's the whole purpose, right? I think we're tested to learn from those tests.
Yeah.
And then finally, when the same thing happens and you pass the test, okay, then you kind of elevate yourself. You're getting more mature now. Right?
Yeah. I think it goes back to, is that person worth...
Thanks for coming back, Rhonda.
Thank you. Is that person worth fighting for, to push past that, to push past whatever it is in you, the trust factor, whatever?
It depends on what happened.
Yeah.
It depends on how that trust was broken. So, for me, it does.
What do we have?
Nicole Lyric says, gotta pass the test. Gotta pass the test.
So best friends, I mean, lifetime best friends, people that you trust that have your back, that are there. I appreciate my best friend. Shout out to my best friend. That's our best friend.
Shout out to my best friend.
Hey, you know what? My other best friend's gonna feel some type of way.
But they don't know which one you said because you ain't calling no names.
I hope they don't know one.
Don't call them names.
Ain't calling me.
Don't call them names. Go ahead.
y'all be weighing in today. We know it was a rough start, but if you want rewind, we appreciate you for the rewind. Weigh in, best friend. We asked a lot of questions. Weigh in. Listen, that wraps up the discussion for tonight, but we have a special treat before you go. Okay. Now, we said this is our 4th episode, and we intend to see you next week, Monday, for our 5th episode. But up until episode 1 and 3, we have a special treat for those of you who have been joining us. So we want to say thank you.
So there are 3 people that have commented on every episode as of today. Okay. So again, when we say commented, you can go watch the episode later and make a comment because it's still relevant. Right. But if you comment, we are paying attention. We do appreciate it. It's just a small token of, hey, something fun to do, and we appreciate you commenting. So the 3 people that have watched all 3 episodes and that have commented on all 3 episodes are Marsha Redding.
Woo!
And it could have been after the show, but they commented. Shanita Danielle Wynn. And Nicole Lyric.
We thank y'all.
Yes. So,
yes.
What we're going to do now is put those 3 names in the pot for this one of a kind. Super designer. K Ham Speaks t-shirt. You could go home, but you may already be home. Anyway,
yeah, you can receive from home.
You can receive at home. Right. This K Ham special designer, one of a kind, limited edition.
And
if you got one of these, you better hold on to it because it's gonna be worth some money.
It feels good on your skin. It was designed by.
It just feels so silky, although it's cotton.
81 Ave, okay, 81 Ave t-shirts. We appreciate y'all. This was designed by Sheree, so we appreciate you.
She wants to design. Yes, so again, a limited edition
t-shirt chefs.
With this cool charcoal gray color.
Let them know.
That will go with anything. This will go with your denims, your whites leggings, your black leggings, purple, green, blue. Yes. It covers the rainbow, baby. It will go with anything. This cool charcoal gray is what I like to call it.
I want to let y'all know that this cannot be bought in stores, okay? It is not online, so when you receive this, it's a one of a kind. Wear it proud, okay? We appreciate y'all names going in, so y'all see it. 3.
We're going to shake it up. Next time we hope to have more than 3.
Shanita, Marsha, and Nicole.
Ooh. Okay, we have a little hole up here.
We're going to see which one.
We're going to see which one falls out of the hole.
Somebody fall out.
No, ain't going to fall out.
Okay, we're going to fall out. We'll see which
the first one that falls out.
Okay, let's see. One of a kind, one of a kind.
Or we'll just pull the name.
One of a kind.
Close your eyes and turn your head so I make sure you ain't cheating. Pull the name. No, that's what the fuck. Just pick up one.
Oh.
I already shook them up, Kim. All right. And she dropped it just to make sure.
My bad.
The winner
of
this one of a kind limited edition K Ham Speaks t-shirt is Shanita Danielle Wynn. Your shirt will be mailed to you, Shanita. And we want to get a picture of your pretty face in that shirt for us, please.
Because you know you're a model, honey, fashionista. So we appreciate you for joining us. Always appreciate everybody. Listen, tag a best friend, tag a friend. Yes, t-shirt chef. She put it in the link. T-shirt chefs, the designer of this t-shirt. Listen, guys, we appreciate y'all for joining us for Mindful Mondays. We'll be back next week, Monday.
Yes.
Any last comments? Any last thoughts?
And look, on our timeline, if there's a topic that you would like to discuss, please drop it on the storyline.
Drop it in on the comments.
Comments,
storyline. Let us know. Inboxes. Let us know if you don't want to drop it.
Joining.
Yes, we appreciate
Thanks for your comments. And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share this and then comment. We said even after the live, you can still go ahead and make a comment. We do appreciate it, and we do read each and every one of them.
Yes.
So thank you all so much. And your best friend, I don't know the song.
That's my best friend. And I feel that one to my bestie.
Hey!